Have you ever felt like life is trying to crush you? Like no one sees the weight you carry, the silent battles you fight when no one's watching. You wake up tired, not from sleep but from the burden of your own mind. The failures, the rejections, the moments you thought you had it only to lose it all. And yet somehow, there are people who still rise. They stand tall while everything crumbles. Why? What makes them different? It's not talent, not luck. It's something else, something raw, something you already have inside you, but you've been ignoring it for far too long. It's time to name it. Be that guy. Not the smartest, not the strongest, but the one who never breaks. The one your family looks to when chaos hits. The one who stands when others run. The one who trains in silence, bleeds in the dark, and rises without applause. This isn't a cheap motivational speech. This is a wake-up call for the drifters, the excuse makers, the almost wears. The world doesn't need more talented people. It needs people who dare. This video isn't for everyone. It's for those who are lost, who've fallen, but who are not done. It's for the few who are ready to rise again. You're weak. You're tired. Admit it. You've made excuses. You've lied to yourself. You've said maybe tomorrow more times than you can count. But here's the truth. Tomorrow's a lie, and no one's coming to save you. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. Motivation whispers. Discipline screams. Move when you don't want to. That's how warriors are made, not by hype, but by habits. Every rep, every page, every second you didn't skip. That's how you build the weapon that is you. Every scar you carry, it's a medal. Not for survival, but for choosing to keep going. You are the battlefield, and victory starts when you stop lying and start leading. What are you fighting right now? Write it down. Make it a vow. Drop a comment with the one excuse you've told yourself. I'll flip it into your fuel. He's not loud. He doesn't need to be. You won't find him bragging. You'll find him doing. That guy is the one who trains when no one watches, who bleeds in private so he can stand in public. He's the calm in chaos, the anchor when the storm hits, the rock others lean on even when his own legs are shaking. He wasn't born different. He built different through pain, through discipline, through decisions made when nobody cared. He's the father who doesn't break when the bills pile up, the soldier who goes back out even when the mission breaks him, the man who buries his excuses before they bury him. He doesn't need your applause. He doesn't wait for perfect timing. He shows up every damn day because he knows you either become the reason your family rises or the excuse they use for why they never did. You want to be that guy. Start by killing the voice in your head that says, I'm not ready. You'll never be ready. But you can be willing. You can decide to go one more rep, one more hour, one more day than the weak version of you wants. You're not here to impress. You're here to impact. Because that guy, he's not some legend. He's not a superhero. He's you when you finally stop running and choose to rise. Pressure. It breaks the weak, but it builds the strong. You want to rise, then stop avoiding pain. Because every challenge life throws at you is not punishment, it's a training session. Think about this. Kobe Bryant, just days after the NBA Finals, drenched in sweat, knees iced first at the gym while others were still in bed. Why? Because pressure didn't crush him. It carved him. Pressure changes everything. While you're complaining, someone else is converting pain into power. While you're escaping, someone else is embracing the grind. They're not stronger. They're just decided. And you say you want to fly like an eagle, then stop swimming with ducks. As Pham Thanh Lung said, you want to soar, stop sinking. Eagles don't flock, they rise alone. Understand this pain isn't the enemy. Avoidance is discomfort is the tax you pay for transformation. So when life hits, don't ask why me, ask, what is this building in me? You are either in training or in retreat, and only one path leads to power. Next time you feel the weight, don't shrink. Step into it. Let it sharpen you. Let it scar you beautifully. Because pressure in the right hands forges legends. Champions aren't born different. They think different. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They create momentum in the mess. They don't rely on hype. They lean on habits. Everyone wants to win until it's time to wake up at 400 a.m. Until it's time to say no to comfort and yes to repetition. Winners know this. Your mind must be stronger than your feelings. Feelings tell you to stay in bed. Discipline drags you to the grind. Feelings tell you just one more scroll. Discipline shouts, get back to the mission. Most people never win, not because they're incapable, but because they treat discipline like a punishment instead of the path to freedom. What's in your head will be in your hands. Think weak, act weak. Think like a killer, act like a king. So, the champion. He writes affirmations. He rewires his brain. He speaks strength before he feels it. He becomes what he repeats. This mindset isn't motivation, it's mental warfare. It's choosing action when your body screams quit. It's talking to yourself louder than the world talks at you. Every day is a test, and winners don't need to pass with flying colors. They just don't quit the exam. That's the mindset. Unshakable, ruthless, laser-focused. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the entrance fee. And the champions, they pay it. Again, and again, and again. Each time they fall, they don't ask, what if I fail again? They ask, what did I just learn? Failures are just attempts. Think about Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. Ali was older, slower, already written off. Foreman hit him with everything he had. Ali leaned in and whispered, "Is that all you got?" And at that moment, Foreman broke not physically, but mentally, because Ali didn't just survive the pain, he turned it into fear for the other guy. That's what persistence does. It makes you untouchable. It rewrites the story. People see your scars and assume you're wounded. But every scar is a signature of survival, a symbol that says, I've been through hell, and I kept going. Success doesn't show up with a ribbon. It comes disguised as setbacks, losses, sleepless nights, and that whisper in your soul that says, one more time. Success is not immediate. Just like the bamboo tree takes years underground before it rises. You want to win, be the seed that keeps growing in the dark. Be the fool who doesn't quit when no one's clapping. Be the storm that fear fears. Because failure isn't the end, quitting is. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. And the 9th time, you win. The strongest people you know. They've cried in silence. They've bled behind closed doors. They've screamed into pillows, but never out loud. So what keeps them going? A mission. A fire that's bigger than fatigue. A reason that laughs in the face of obstacles. They don't wake up to prove people wrong. They wake up to serve a cause right. Do you want to impress or impact? If it's just about proving them wrong, you'll quit when they stop watching. But if you burn for something greater, no setback will be strong enough to silence you. If you want to change the world, start by changing yourself. These unbreakable people, they don't need approval. They live in alignment. Their goals aren't shallow. They're spiritual. When storms come, they don't panic. They anchor deeper because their strength isn't showy. It's silent, steady, relentless. They've made peace with pain. They've befriended boredom. They've built rituals that protect them when motivation dies. They're not afraid to stand alone because they know the top is always empty. So if you want to join them, stop looking for comfort. Start looking for clarity. What are you willing to suffer for? That answer, that's your weapon. Sharpen it, carry it, and never ever lay it down. No more waiting. No more thinking about it. It's time to declare war on who you've been. Right now, write your name. Then write who you're about to become. Because this journey isn't about changing the world yet. It's about changing the one person you've always had control over you. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, repeat it tomorrow. If the answer is no, forgive yourself, but don't you dare repeat that failure. Build your daily declaration, not just words, a vow, a battle cry. Say it before the sun rises. Say it when you want to quit. Say it until your habits match your hunger. And remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. So choose warriors, cut anchors, create an environment that forces growth. Every day, you are either dying slowly or becoming dangerous. Every choice matters. Every hour counts, because in the end, you won't regret failing. You'll regret not starting sooner. You'll regret the version of you that never showed up. So draw your line in the sand, make your stand, declare your mission, and never apologize for chasing greatness. You weren't born extraordinary. Neither was I. No champion came into this world with a crown. But somewhere along the line, they decided. They decided they were done living soft, done hiding their hunger, done apologizing for wanting more. That decision, that's what made them that guy. The man who keeps showing up after the world tells him to stop. The woman who burns for her mission when no one believes in her. The soul who gets punched, kicked, broken, and still says, "I'm not done yet." And that person could be you. But only if you're ready to stop watching and start waging war. So, I ask you, if you wrote a book about your life right now, would anyone read it? Would they turn the pages in awe? Would they cry? Would they say, "Damn, this person lived like they meant it"? Or would they put it down by chapter 3 because it felt just like everyone else's? If your answer isn't a hard yes, then listen to me now. It's time to act. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when you feel ready. Now! Burn this into your mind. Decide to change right now or never. Starting today, you commit. Not to perfection, but to persistence. You vanish from the noise, delete the distractions, disappear from the surface, and rebuild in the shadows. 6 months, no showboating, just silent work, savage discipline, and sacred goals. You will reemerge not louder but stronger, not with more but with more scars and a story worth living. And if the world forgets you while you grind good, let them. You don't need the spotlight when you're building the sun inside you. So let me say this, not as a speaker, not as a motivator, but as a mirror, the one listening right now. You are a warrior. You just forgot. Now stand up, wipe the blood, take the next step. And if you need a voice to remind you daily who you are, stay here. I won't let you forget. Not again.